The Heat get it done in 6 games. They're gonna advance to the NBA Finals to play the Lakers. This is the big shock of the bubble. Other than the Nuggets taking out the Clippers, nobody had the Heat coming out of the East. If you were to go back and look at everybody's predictions when the bubble started, all you're seeing is Milwaukee Bucks, Boston Celtics, and maybe the Raptors could come out of the East. Something special really happened here in this bubble, and this Heat team, they progressed during the season. Usually a team, you get better in the offseason and then you come back next season and everybody's better. But for the Heat, it happened in the middle of the season, and maybe even because of the pandemic it happened. I remember Jimmy Butler, when the season was stopped, he actually bought all of his teammates basketball hoops so they could keep practicing as everybody's on lockdown waiting for the season to come back. And then when they did come back into the bubble, Jimmy Butler, he didn't bring any family members with him. And when reporters asked him why, he said, because this is a business trip. And even Udonis Haslem, right before the bubble was starting, he said that the bubble is all mental, and that's why we're gonna have an advantage over everybody else because we're tough, we're ready, we're a culture. And it's funny because this Heat team, they really believe that they can win a championship. All of these upsets with them taking out the Bucks and now the Celtics, they don't believe they're upsets. They believe they were supposed to win these series, and they believe that they can actually beat the Lakers, which is hilarious and also scary. Because when you look at this Heat team, they're not built like a championship team. Usually a championship team, you have that one guy who can just get his own shot at any given moment, and he commands a double team. But that's not the case with this Heat team. They need each other to get baskets. They're basically doing very simple things, fundamental things. They're running a lot of screens off the ball. They're running a lot of handoffs, and then they're dribbling around the handoff. They're shooting threes, they're getting to the basket. And they're doing the same thing on defense. Yes, they do have a few defenders that are pretty good 1v1 defenders, but their defense is good because of their team effort, their rotations. And they run a lot of zone defense too, because Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero, they're great 3-point shooters, but they're not great individual defenders, so they have to hide them a lot. That's why when you look at this Heat team, even though they've been impressive and they've taken out great teams like the Bucks and now the Celtics, it just still doesn't make any sense. What they're doing is not anything too crazy. How are they going to be able to do that against the Lakers? The Lakers are built like a championship team. They have 2 players that command a double team. They've got all these veterans, Rondo, Dwight Howard, Danny Green. There's great storylines for this finals matchup, like LeBron versus Andre Iguodala again, and Iggy making the finals 6 straight times, 6 straight years. I'm gonna talk about that in another video, but let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm entering this game. If they give me an option, you know the rules.
I said I'm going in. Hey, y'all, huddle up. Y'all playing. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. This ain't over yet. This ain't over yet. This ain't over yet. This ain't over yet.
Settle down. Settle down.